First off, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dewaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got a integrated preparedness. Like I said, I listen to this guy at least once out of the week, maybe twice. He has some great articles, good information. And sometimes, like I said before, he just says something and it's just good to make a lesson off of. In this particular one, he's talking about war and famine are coming. But that's not really the point that I want to get on. It's something that he said at this 2-minute mark, between the 2-minute and 9 second and the 2-minute and 40-second mark that he was talking about. He spoke on Nostradamus, and a prediction that Nostradamus had for 2024. And it caught my interest, so I'm going to sit up here and let it play and get a few scriptures on it. So here it goes.
Okay, war and famine. I was going through the news aggregators today, like I always do, and one of the articles there had, as every year this time they seem to come up with it, Nostradamus predicts that in 2024 there will be widespread war and famine. And I have never been a follower or much of a believer in Nostradamus.
So I'm going to leave it there. But he stood up here and said Nostradamus predicted 2024 there'll be wide world spread of war and famine. Now I'm going to sit up here and say I've heard of Nostradamus. I don't know that much about him. I've heard about his. I think he predicted the Twin Towers falling and Hitler. Those are the few things I know of. But other than that, I don't follow. I've never really paid attention to it. And definitely I don't pay attention to it now that I'm in the truth. And when I wasn't in the truth, I've heard of him, but I didn't even pay attention to it then. But the point that I want to sit up here and make, he was predicting about the 2024 that it's going to be widespread war and famine. And we know through the scriptures that all these things are coming. Now, before I do this, I will, here it is. I pulled up an article that the guy was talking about. It was written December 13, 2023, which was today, and it was 11:05 p.m. Now, it says Nostradamus 2024 prediction echoes of war and looming famine with dragon rise as global power. I'm just going to go straight to a little bit of the article, just a little bit of it, and then I'm going to go to some scriptures. Nostradamus foretells a tumultuous 2024. The well-known 16th century French astrologer, often called the prophet of doom, has left some scary predictions for 2024 behind. In his book, Les Prophéties from 1555, he mentioned that the year 2024 will have some fresh global troubles, including sea wars, problems with royalty, and a big humanitarian disaster. And we've been seeing all these things already happen. The signs are all around, The signs are all around. Like I said before, I don't pay no attention to no Nostradamus, but people have spoken up on him. But it did catch my interest when he stood up here and said that, hey, in 2024, he said that this guy, it's going to be really, really bad. And me just speaking as a man, hey, I believe it's going to be very bad also. And I believe it's going to be many things that people are going to actually see, and that's just my thoughts on it. We might sound like a broken record, but all this stuff is going to happen. It's going to happen. You think about it. I'm finna go to 2 Ezra chapter 9. But you think about it. You got people out there who doubt things are going to happen. And this guy like Steve Smith, he's on borderline. He thinks things are going to happen, but he thinks there's going to be some rebuilding. You got other people who think that nothing's going to happen and everything else. You got people out here who just totally oblivious, don't know anything, but it's coming, it's coming, and like I said before, we might sound like a broken record, but you got to think about it. When you go back to the time of Noah, when he was out there prophesying for over 100 years, people thought he was crazy when he said that a flood was coming, bad things were coming. People looked at him like he was probably a nut, if you just picture it in your head. And then when all of a sudden shit started happening, guess what? It was too little too goddamn late. It's too little too late to listen. You know, that's like where we letting our people know now. Hey, get your head out your ass. Get your head out from under the sand. You know, shit is coming. We telling the heathens, shit is coming. Their kingdom is about to go down, especially Esau Edom's. So with that, I don't want to keep rambling. This is 2 Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And so my thing is, yes, all the things that are happening right now, all this stuff was prophesied well, even before the earth even was made. All this stuff was already known through Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Point blank, period. So whether it's Nostradamus or whoever else the hell they talking about, all this stuff was already predicted way before the earth was even made. The Heavenly Father already had this already written in stone, how things are going to go. And right now we just living it out. But the thing is, we understand that these things are happening right now. We see all these things happening right now. Now whether it's widespread chaos and war and famine next year, hey, I hope it is. I pray it is. I'm rooting for it. Just like every other brother that's in this truth is rooting for it. We pray it is. And like I said before, I don't want to ramble and talk, but I'm just sitting up here saying, I pray and hope it is. Every day, I'm hoping something breaks off. Every day, I'm sitting up here praying that, hey, something just sparks where these fools just do whatever they gonna do. So with that, man, let me sit up here and go to Matthew 24. Because, I'm praying every day. Every day I'm hoping something breaks loose. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua Mashiach, and shall deceive many. You got a lot of false prophets out there. A lot of false prophets out there. And I'm not just talking about your Pastor T.D. Snakes and Creflo Dollar and all them clowns. You got a lot of false ass Israelite camps out there on bullshit. Ain't teaching nothing but bullshit. And they're going to get dealt with in the times ahead. But this is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And you hearing of wars and rumors of wars. You hearing of all that stuff right now. See, the thing is, the thing that we truly waiting on is when it's a big civil war here in America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, when you really have sedition amongst men, and I'm praying that it happen next year. I hope and pray. I'm hoping and praying it happen tomorrow. We can't wait, because the quicker that happens, the quicker our kingdom comes. This is Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And we've been seeing the beginning of sorrows happening for the past few years now. A lot of shit that you can't imagine. Hey, you think in all the years that you've been alive, and I'm talking about for people who know, for people who've been around for some time, you ain't never seen major things happening as bad as they've been happening now. Earthquakes everywhere. Tornadoes everywhere. Hurricanes everywhere. Uproars of people in all sorts of countries, even having problems here. The economy crashing here. A lot of people on welfare. A lot of people losing their jobs. You ain't never seen nothing like this happen in the past. As much as it's been happening in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Probably even more than that. Maybe 10 or so. And like I said up here said before, me just, when I came into the truth, this, and I never really paid attention to these things when I was out, not in the truth. But now I pay attention to them a lot more, and now you understand all the stuff that was happening in the past. You'd be like, God damn, I never knew that. But we see it now. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And I'm telling you right now, Esau could kick the can down the road all he can, all he want to. At some point, he's going to come to the end of the road. And he ain't going to be kick the can no further. You know, he ain't going to be able to kick the can no further. Man, hell yeah, we hoping, we praying that that shit happened real fast. I'm hoping and praying that it happened tomorrow. Let me sit up here and go to 2nd Ezra. Give me a second. I want to go back to 2nd Ezra and I want to go to 15. And you know what? I'm just going to start at 1. This 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou the ear in the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And that's point blank, period. All the prophecies that are happening right now, everything happening, the rumors of wars, famine, earthquakes in diverse places, all that stuff is happening. You see it all around you, except for our people, so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. They dumb and blind, don't want to look at shit, too busy worrying about twerking, too busy worrying about saying stupid shit on videos, too busy worrying about putting up YouTube videos to make themselves look like fools, you know. Too busy watching goddamn sports all goddamn day and playing video games, you know. And like I sit up here and said, and I've said this in other videos and lessons, it's okay to play sports. It's okay to play video games. It's okay to look at sports. But when you make that your whole life mission, when you make that everything that you're about, you know, what time is there for the Heavenly Father? How about Shemi Awashai? That's your idol. That's what you worship. If that's all you're doing, you know. Before I came into this truth, all I looked at was football. Football was my whole goddamn life. You know. Now, don't get me wrong. I still love football, even though I know it's some bullshit. But I still enjoy watching it. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not our life, and this is not our rest. But either way it goes, and Salaki again for ranting. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 3. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. You know, people's true unbelief, where they truly have a true unbelief, truly disbelieve shit, incredulity. You know, they just don't believe nothing. Point blank, period. Fuck them. This 2nd Ezra 15 and 4. For all unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Now all the unfaithful, all the people that don't believe, all the people that don't sit up here and trust in Yahweh Shemi Awashai, have no faith, have no caring for this truth, don't want to endure anything. You know, don't believe nothing. They gonna die. Fuck them. 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as to touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And you know what? And all this stuff is happening. You're seeing a lot of shit happening nowadays. A lot of plagues, a lot of famine. But the problem is, it's happening. A lot of it's happening in other countries, and it hasn't touched America yet that much. But hey, I'm sitting up here thinking with this 2024, I'm hoping and praying that it touched this place hard. Then it's gonna be too goddamn late. You know, you were warned, you were told. You know. But I just, you know, it was just an interesting thing. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to close it out with this. I was about to sit up here and say, you know what? Hey, I'm just going to close it out with Habakkuk chapter 2. You know, and close it out. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. The point that I really want to close it out in is 3. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. And we run it and readeth it right now. All the prophecies happening. They jumping off the pages. And we letting everybody know. We standing on our watch. But here's the point. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And like this guy was saying in the video, the guy what's his name? It's Steve Smith, when he was saying in this video right here.
You're so tasty.
Like he was saying this video right here. Slocky was.
Okay.
In this video, war and famine are coming. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, see, all that stuff that's been happening in all these other countries has been big. But it's coming over here, and it's going to come in a big way. A real big way, you know. So whatever that... Hey, wait, his prediction for 2024, it could come now, who knows? But we understand that the signs are all around, that it ain't going to be too much long. He could keep kicking the can down the road. He could keep on putting shit off and putting shit off and putting shit off and tossing shit to the side. At some point, he ain't going to be able to do it too much longer. You ain't going to be able to keep on filling the economy with bullshit ass, putting money into the economy, just grabbing it out of thin air. You ain't going to be able to do all this shit too longer. Soon it's going to explode. Big ass powder keg waiting to explode. And it's going to come. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Anya Aha Batham Akim. Shalom.